After Valve released the Arms Race update, they dropped a secondary hot patch for some of the obvious problems, a third one, even a fourth one called Night, and now this one. Since this is mostly bug fixes, the video is going to focus on a general overview of the bug fixes that Valve addressed and also what just happened from the latest update, which is pretty crazy. So stay tuned, let's go through it right after Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is an automated service that lets you trade skins instantly for a fee, sign up now, and get up to $5 bonus. Simply add items from your inventory, then find skins that matches your current balance. Site offers live support 24/7. You can also top up your balance if you're missing a few dollars, and there's a lot of skins to choose from. Visit my link down below to get to Skins Monkey. I've already made 2 videos on the first 2 updates, including the hidden patch notes, because that makes for entertaining content. This video is not going to read out every single patch note because that would be boring. We're going to talk about the biggest news out of all these sorts of bugs and issues that come with them because you know what they say. When Valve fixes one bug, another one appears. Before the bugs though, I can't simply ignore how these updates have costed a lot of performance on certain systems. Thor has been at the forefront of conducting benchmarks, and although performance may vary from system to system, his seems to struggle more after the Arms Race update and latest versions of the game. So if you're wondering why CS2 is running slower, then you might be experiencing what Thor is right now. I personally haven't sat down and done any benchmarks myself to confirm any of this. I did too much of that back in CSGO that I'm quite filled up from it. But it's a really good thing someone is doing this. It gives you an idea of the game's general sense of direction, at least from one person, even though the effects of the update is probably felt by a lot of people. Now for the third update that I haven't covered, this was pre-Katowice, so it was an important list of patch notes to get out before the playoffs. 2 smoke-related issues started appearing after the Arms Race update, which meant that Valve had to work fast to get these fixed. One of them was how the new smoke rendering caused players to be seen a lot earlier outside of smokes, so they adjusted the visibility of player silhouettes in them. The second patch note was fixed a bug where enemies were visible on the radar when viewed through a combination of smoke and translucent surfaces such as glass, which would mostly affect certain smoke positions like this one on Nuke. None of this seems to have stopped Donk from destroying FaZe at the finals. Also, while we're on the subject on Donk, the Peeker's advantage did nothing. Maybe, just maybe, he's very good at the game. Another interesting patch note pre-Katowice was this one for Nuke called Fixed Viz Regressions, which Thor was lucky enough to grab from Spear Official before the mods took away his post. Basically, you had free wallhack, but that's been fixed. And another notable mention is the bug fix for doors spinning the wrong way. And yes, this was not map specific, but door specific, so all doors should work properly now. Now, even after all this, some people started reporting major problems with holding down keys for stuff such as planting. And Valve were quick to address this in a separate 4th update after the 3rd, where it said, fix the bug where some inputs were acting as if they were released prematurely. In other words, Valve had a busy week before Katowice, but it seems to have paid off quite well. However, there are still bugs of different sorts, and now we see Valve trying to address them in this post-Katowice update. But the highlight is not even the patch notes of this update, it's what just happened. After this update, Reddit posts came flying down every minute from all parts of the world, experiencing a new bug where sometimes you would get kicked for team damage even though you were shooting at an enemy. Sometimes you didn't even have to shoot someone, it was enough to shoot or fire close by and that would get you kicked. There's even reports of players losing rating because of this. Damn. The short version is that players were getting banned without damaging their teammates. Also, there was even reports of the game not even calculating the damage correctly, so the actual output would be completely wrong. Essentially, this update made the game drunk. But thankfully, Valve just now pushed a silent update to fix this major bug, which I don't even know how something like this can even happen to begin with. One thing that this update did fix, which was not even present in the patch notes, is a ladder movement bug. Ladders could randomly stop movement due to clipping, as shown here by Viridian. Thankfully, this update took care of that. And also, there was this goofy broken ladder animation which I can't seem to reproduce after this update, so Valve seems to have addressed both of those in this update, even though they weren't featured at all, strangely enough. This also makes the other patch notes incredibly bland to talk about. At least the update addressed the butterfly sound inspection not playing properly, which was having butterfly users not so happy, and they did fix the background scenery screen for the warehouse, and now your buddies are actually shown being inside the warehouse and not, well, outside of your screen. It also seems, well, this is just based on me, that this update fixed my inventory not being loaded properly into games. And when it comes to how it affects performance, well, we can only wait for Thor's benchmarks. So, have all these recent updates fixed all the bugs that this game has? Obviously no. The list is endless if you account for what different people have to say about the bugs and issues of this game, but at least we see some action from Valve after their recent silence, and even if things aren't working well today, well, we're at least moving forward. Peace.